Good day, you beautiful people of YouTube. It's the Mad Marine, and the day has finally come. I bought a Palmetto State Armory thing. Before we go any farther, if you could please like, share, comment, and subscribe, that does help the channel grow. It also gives YouTube the middle finger. They do not like anything 2A content related I produce or anything anyone else produces or 2A content related created. So if you could please show some love to all those 2A people out there, we do appreciate it. It is hard out here on the YouTube at times. So what are we going to be talking about today? I've purchased, I hate to say it, PSA AK. This is a 104 variant, and as you can see, it's about half an AK because the barrel is 12.5, I believe it is, and it is 24 millimeter threads, and it does have the side folding capability. I have saw on their website a lot of people were complaining about it, and so they just stopped including the side folding mechanism, which is fine. I don't need it. It's interesting. I just picked this thing up and I've got all this paint. I don't know what this is on here, but I'll figure out later. But yeah, so it is the side folder, and for $650, I think this is a pretty good deal. For me, it's not going to cost me particularly any extra to build it out because I have been in the AK world so long, you start accumulating things. It starts off as just, a bag or two of extra parts, and then it turns into like a drawer, and then before you know it turns into a box or two, and then it gets, let's just not talk about it from there. But yeah, so PSA 104, build ready. The other interesting thing about this is I was worried they didn't include the access pin, but it turns out they did for the side folder. And when you guys are inserting the access pin, to remove it, you punch from the bottom. To insert it, it goes through the top. So if you're trying to do it the other way, it's probably going to end very poorly. It does come with a cleaning rod. That's, big for me. I like cleaning rods, and I know a lot of people do as well. Whether or not you actually utilize it, different story. But yeah, I think this potentially could be an SBR candidate at some point, and for $650, it was hard to turn down. And again, because I've accumulated so much stuff, I've got the it's not called a retainer. I think it's called the pistol grip screw. So I've got one of those. I got a pistol grip. I've got a brace that I'm going to try, and we'll see how it goes. Got an ALG trigger with some pins, trigger and hammer pins. I got some palm swell wood just lying around. Country of origin, couldn't tell you. These are pretty beat, pretty milsurp, so I guess Romanian, Bulgarian, who knows. And then, the interesting thing, I went ahead and bought this JMac compensator, and it came with Ear Pro. You gotta imagine, if they're sending Ear Pro with their compensator, it's kind of at that point you knew you messed up. But I'm going to go ahead and dress this thing out and eventually get it to the range and see what it does. If I like it enough after a decent round count, I may actually SBR it. If not, I'll just leave it in pistol configuration. That works too. Unfortunately, 7.62 by 39 is quite pricey these days. And so this is probably going to be the last 7.62 by 39 gun until we kind of figure out where that market is going to be at. And we'll talk about some other projects I have coming up in 2024. I think 2024 is going to be not a huge project year for me, focusing on some other areas. But I wanted to share this one with you guys, and wish you guys all the best. If you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out. This is the Mad Marine, signing off. Have a good one.